What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are working on my 2020 S1000rr today. I just got it back from the dealer a couple days ago. They did end up replacing a coil. I've had 2 coils go out on this thing in 2022, which got replaced under warranty. And again, another coil just went out about a month ago. But I'm glad to have the bike back. There was another issue going on with the bike when I got it back after the coil replacement. They did end up resetting the adaptations. I'm not sure why they did. I didn't ask them to, but they did. And when I got the bike back, this is what happened. As you saw, when the bike was fully warmed up, there was a fault in the engine control and the throttle just went dead. It almost basically went into limp mode. I'm not exactly sure what the reason for that was. They didn't really give me an answer of what was causing it because it never did that before. So I'm not sure what they did, but the bike does seem to be running good now, which is good. They did tell me a couple things when the bike was at the dealer, and I told them that, I would fix it, no problems. They did suggest a fluid flush, so I will be flushing the front and rear brake fluid to get that all set. I'm gonna definitely get that done just because I haven't done it yet, and this is 5 years old now. But the bike does seem to be running good now, at least from what I could tell. I haven't been able to take it for an actual ride yet, just due to the fact that, it's winter and there's a lot of salt and black ice on the roads, but hopefully soon I'm going to be able to do that. But back to what I was saying. So the overflow coolant reservoir that should be right under this fairing is a little bit low, if almost empty. I did ask them to check the weep hole on the bike, and they said that they didn't see any trace of coolant coming out of there, which is a good thing because I know some people have had those problems. So I'm just going to end up refilling that, and then, like I said, I'll flush the brakes and do some other stuff on it. But I did get this BMW floor mat right here. This thing's pretty sick. I did do a whole review on this thing. If you want to check it out, that'll be the first link in the description below. And I got that for 60 bucks shipped to the USA. So really not a bad deal. But yeah, I'm going to start just taking this thing apart now. We'll end up putting more coolant in. So let me start doing that. All right, so we got the fairing off, and as you can see, there is some coolant in here, but the maximum line is right there. So I'm actually gonna fill it up just a little bit. Let me see if I can get more in there. Yeah, the maximum line is right there. So I'm gonna just mix some 50-50, some water and the BMW coolant, and then I'm just gonna fill it up to the max just to make sure that's all set. All right, so I'm using distilled water and the BMW stuff. I'm mixing it 50-50. Obviously, I poured half water, half distilled water, and then I stirred it up. Now I'm going to fill this up at least halfway between the min and the max, or the max, but I'm definitely gonna put that 1 cup in because it's basically a little bit above the minimum right now. So let me go pour that in real quick. All right, so we got it basically filled at the max line. It's literally right, yeah, it's like right there. It's right where it should be. So that's all set. I did find the work order, and here's what they said. Let's see. Customer reports returns fault in the engine control, and complete found that there was a line code for the throttle body. Remove fuel tank to be sure that there were no bad connections in the area we were in previously. No fault found. Checked all throttle body connections and reinstalled tank, cleared and We learned values, test rode bike 3 times, and each time land the bike warm up before riding. As our customer stated, that is when the error occurred. No further fault present or recorded. So apparently it's good now, but like I said, I just wanted to fill up this thing for a bit. I'm going to put the fairing back on and then take it for a test ride and see what happens. All right, so we'll get this cold start going. I did not flash the bike back yet because obviously I want to make sure that the test ride goes well and that there's no issues, and then we'll end up re-flashing it. But let's start the cold start. I did change the startup screen back on there and the heated grips, so. And then we'll go out for a ride. Alright guys, so we are taking full advantage of this 50-degree weather in Connecticut today. Obviously I don't have my tune on the bike right now, so the dead spot is real. So bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So I'm just really trying to get 100 miles in on these brand new Michelin Power 6 tires, which I'll do a review on. But right now, like I said, just kind of trying to get them scuffed in and be somewhat easy. I mean, I don't have the tune on right now, so I don't really got to worry too much about the tires. But so far the bike seems to be running pretty good, but the main point is just to test everything to make sure it's working, and then obviously I want to get my flash back on ASAP. Let's see, make sure my tire pressure monitor systems are working. They are working, so that's good. Everything seems to be working well. I got to get gas though for sure. Oh, it feels good to be out. It's been like at least a month or two or something that I haven't been out. Just because we've had a real winter this year. So this feels great to be out. Oh, that dead spot kills me. There is still a tiny bit of salt on the roads, not too horrible, but I see it there and there, so I'm just going to try to avoid it. Yeah, I think the bike is fixed, guys, but obviously I'll be able to tell after I go out for an extended period of time. I mean, before, when the bike barely was even warmed up, when it fully warmed up, like I said, throttle was just dead. It was in limp mode, so to speak. So I really hope that doesn't happen. I don't plan to go too far away, but I don't think it's gonna. Like I said, I'm gonna get the gas, fill up, and then go out. I'm not gonna have everything on the video of me riding, just because obviously we're just trying to get the braking miles done, so it's gonna be kind of boring, and I'm just making sure that nothing is wrong with the bike, and of course I'll have it on video if it does, so you'll be the first to know that. But alright, I'm gonna go get some gas real quick. I need gas. One of my buddies, if he watches this video, he'll get that. It's a little inside joke that we have at work. But yeah, 50 degrees out. God, if this is how the bike feels right now without the tune, I can't wait to put it back on. It's gonna feel like a monster. Alright, I guess we're gonna go to Exxon, because why not? Wrong way to enter, okay. Let's get gas over here. Let's get gas. I know there's definitely going to be cops out today, so got to be easy with that. Jesus. That's crazy. Need these gas prices to go down ASAP. Almost 3 gallons. No, thank you for the receipt. So we are almost going into March, and I think the winter has hopefully finally broke. I'm seeing like mid 40s, 50-degree weather, so that is a huge plus. Jeez, I haven't rode this bike in so long that I'm not used to where the clutch grabs. So I did end up getting my roof replaced in my garage because it was leaking, unfortunately. So that took a little decent bite out of the bank account, but at least it'll be good for the rest of my life. And I have a 50-year warranty, 50 years, so that is that's very nice. That basically lasts the rest of my lifetime with the garage. So anything goes wrong with the roof, just give them a call and they'll fix it. So good stuff right there. But yeah, we had like rain for like 3 days up here a couple months ago, and it was just crazy that all of a sudden after like the second day of it constantly raining hard, it was just leaking all, probably the front half of the garage.
The roof is leaking. That is not good. It's definitely leaking right here for sure. It was right about to the shop light. But yeah, all that's leaking.
So like a quarter of it, but after they inspected it and started putting new stuff in, they ended up putting in like 16 sheets of plywood. So that was a good amount. But yeah, at least I got that fixed, so that's good. But alright, so I'm just gonna go cruise around and I'll get back to you guys after a bit. It's 1:51 right now. I'll probably go ride for a half hour. That I should be able to put a decent amount of miles on that. And then we'll see how the bike's doing. Alright guys, so we just got back from our ride. I put on about, let's see, I think it was 10,461, and we're basically at 10,500, so just about 40 miles, 39 to be exact, and no issues. Everything seems good. I'm going to end up plugging my GS911 on here just to check to make sure there's no fault codes or anything of that sort, and then yeah, I think it's good. I think I'll probably end up reflashing it now after I check the fault codes and making sure everything's good. My bike is filthy because there's a lot of water on the ground just because of the snow melting and stuff, but that's okay. I'm actually going to give it a bath. But all right, cool. Yeah, so this definitely felt good to get out, number one, and the new tires are feeling awesome. Like I said, some sandy roads and some conditions, but overall, friggin' mint. All right, so it is a few days later. I did end up flashing the ECU again. I just ended up clearing the fault codes after flashing, so now we'll get a true cold start. It's pretty cold out today. It's like 20-30 degrees out, but we'll start this thing. It's kind of windy, so sorry about that wind noise, but let's get the cold start going. Oh, it's freezing out here. All right, so I got the bike back into the garage. It is just way too cold out there. It's windy as hell, and it's, like I said, maybe 25 degrees out, super cold. But anyway, I'm super happy that the bike is fixed now. I'm gonna definitely enjoy riding this thing with the flash on it. I get to test out those new tires. Should be pretty fun. I can't wait to really get on these things. Heard pretty good reviews about them. I love the Michelin Power 5s, and these are supposed to be a little bit better. So it's really not a bad idea to get an extended warranty on these bikes, because it definitely has paid off over time for sure. And I have at least 2 more years of warranty on this thing. So I think by then they'll probably have a whole new redesign on the K67. So we'll see what happens at that time. Like I said, I do want to do the fairing swap to the 25 fairings. I do like these, but I just think the 25s definitely give it a different look, a newer look. And I know definitely it's not for everybody. Some people actually don't like it at all. They prefer the 23, 24. And of course, it's all personal preference, right? But yeah, I think I'm going to get a set of aftermarket fairings for this thing, for the 25 kit, and just put it on here and rock that for a bit. If you've seen the 25 in person, not just the pictures, if you actually saw it in person, let me know down in the comments below if you think the 25 body style is better than, say, the 2020 to 24. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.